The NNSCRA Offline and Online Racing at its best presents Speed World. Stop number 2 in the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Rockingham, North Carolina. The Rock, as it is, called for the running of the GM Goodwrench Service 400s were set for 59 laps of racing around this 1.017 mile racetrack in the Sand Hill region of North Carolina. And of course, right across from that track is Rockingham Dragway, one of North Carolina's top drag strips in all of that state. Probably second top one only to C-Max Dragway in Charlotte. But anyway, we're here for the GM Goodwrench Service 400s. We're set for racing here today. Here's the starting lineup. And if you know your Rockingham history, you know who that 25 car is on the pole right there, don't you? Yep. It's Kyle Matthews on the pole for this event here today at 157 miles an hour. He'll start alongside Quentin Moore, the Daytona 500 champion, and the number 21 Sitco Ford starts alongside. Row 2, Jessica Shelton, the number 11 Budweiser Ford. She's on the inside lane in row number 2, and she's alongside Keith Batts in the Texaco Haviland Ford, car number 28. Row 3 has car 10, Kat Batson, the Tide Ford, and number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. It's Cole Deaver starting alongside. Excuse me. Fourth row has Alex Miller in car 33, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet, and he's alongside number 24, DuPont Chevrolet. It is Caleb Fogler behind the wheel of that machine. Fogler with a top 10 points finish. In fact, Fogler with the top 10 points finish at top 10 finish, I should say, at Daytona last race on the tour. Going to row number 5, it's car number 2, Dylan Young in the Miller Genuine Draft Ford, and Nathan Hudson in car number 43, the STP Pontiac. That was the same front row we had at the Daytona 500 with Hudson on the pole for that race. Pair of Kentuckians have row 6, Dylan Poteet in 22, and Joshua Osborne, who almost won the 500 in number 8. He finished second in that race. Next row down has number 30, Zachary Fitzwater, and number 1, Trent Dunham, sitting alongside. Going the next row down, it's number 5, Phil Parker in the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet, and number 6, I should say, the Valvoline Ford. It is Seth Cole behind the wheel. Both of them have in-car cameras in today's race, by the way. Eric Monaco, number 4, the Kodak Film Chevrolet, has the inside of the next row down, and alongside of him is Carson Gum in number 19, the Hooters Ford. Then it's Daniel Voiles, the Quaker State Ford, car number 26, and number 75, Zach Winkle in the Factory Source of America Ford. Next row down has number 31, Alex Hawkins in the Hardee's Chevrolet, and Ali Liara in the Family Channel Ford, car number 16. Next row down has Mitchell Hodak in the number 41 Meineke Chevrolet. Starting alongside will be car 42, Bryce Egan, who had a tremendous run at Daytona. In fact, finished in the top 10 in that race, believe it or not. Next right down is number 90. That is Wyatt Quayle, who had a great run at Daytona as well, too. The Highland Myers Ford. And Colin Cropley, number 15, the Quality Care Ford. Next right down is Laura Chung in number 77, the US Air Jasper Engines Ford. And beside her, I should say, will be number 23, Eric Sadler in the Camel Smokin' Joe's Ford. Next right down is number 27, Joshua Sekuli in the McDonald's Ford. And number 17, Western Auto Chevrolet of Reggie Fogelman. Next one down has number 40. It is the car of Michael Turner and JT Bryant in 81, the TIC Financial Services Ford. Next one down is number 9, has Ryan Brummer, the Orkin Ford, and number 98, Emmanuel Hartnett in the Fingerhut Ford. Next one down is number 18. That's Nathan Orman in the Interstate Batteries Chevrolet, and number 7, Paul Minnick in the Exide Batteries Ford. And starting shotgun in the field will be number 71, Matt McIntyre, and number 12, Destin Bolin in the unsponsored Ford. So, and by the way, in case you didn't get the end of the video of the Daytona 500, we have a new point structure for the season 37 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series. And before you ask, no, we don't have a chase. No, we don't have a playoff system. We will never implement those two point systems in our series at all. What we're doing in the series is we're doing 1 point per position. So since there are 38 cars in this season's this season, it'll be 38 points for first place, and on down to 1 point for first place, and of course, also 1 point for a driver who leads the lap, and one additional bonus point for leading the one who leads the most laps. So,
gentlemen, start your engines.
commands we give the engines for racing here today at Rockingham, and that moment is your point structure explanation for this season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Pace car rolls the field off of pit road. We'll be back for a starter race at Rockingham right after this. Through turns number 3 and 4, they come here as the pace car leads the field off the fourth corner. And we will get the race going here at Rockingham, North Carolina, the GM Goodwrench Service 400 at the Mecca that was Daytona. We're set to go racing here. Phil Parker coming on the pit road. He'll follow the pace car in. Meantime, the green flag flies. We're underway here at Rockingham. And look and see what happened to Phil Parker here. He has a tire problem on the number 5 Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet as he brings the car on the pit road for the pit stops here at Rockingham as he come off turn number 4. And there's our third in-car camera. That's Jessica Shelton's car. You're riding along with her as she follows Kyle Matthews. As Matthews leads the field there, Shelton in second position. Phil Parker coming off of pit road. There he is, right there, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet is already a lap down, so let's see if he can make up a lap there when as this race goes on. Pulls out right in front of Mitchell Hodak in the 41, along with the 90 car of... and oh, we got problems on the turn number 4. That was Matt McIntyre who's crashed. And several cars scattering along on the grass right here. Joshua Osborne's involved. Trent Dunham is involved. Osborne had finished second in the Daytona 500. Will not have any luck here at Rockingham today. Trent Dunham, his second race in a row, he's crashed. Matt McIntyre, we saw he was involved. I think the 23 and the 81 are both clean, I think. Take a look as to what happened to cause the yellow flag to fly. Yeah, Seth Cola turned Trent Dunham right into Matt McIntyre, and it sent... so there's the replay right here. Seth Cole, let's see what happens right here. Yeah, he turns Trent Dunham right into Matt McIntyre's car. Oh my God. Bad hit by Matt McIntyre in the 71 car. As he and Joshua Osborne, both victims of circumstance, and those two, as far as that's concerned right there. Poor start for both Trent Dunham and Matt McIntyre this season, obviously. Matt McIntyre again with Olive Garden on his Chevrolet, and of course, unfortunately, things not going too well for that team at the start of the season. So Trent Dunham sitting on pit road as the crew goes to work on the Skull Classic Ford. As we're under caution here, Rockingham lap number 4, Kyle Matthews is your leader. Lights are off on the pace cars. We're about to get set for green flag racing here. Hendrick Motorsports on the front row. One's on the lead lap, leading the race, and the other is a lap down. That car being Phil Parker, the number 5 car. He is a lap down currently, trying to get his lap back. Kyle Matthews usually fast at Rockingham, so it's maybe tough to get a lap back from Kyle Matthews. So we'll see what happens. But we'll see what happens here. Green flag flies once again. Let's try this again. Lap number 7 here at Rockingham Raceway in this 59-lap event. We're back underway here. Green flag back out. Quentin Moore trying to go up on the outside of Jessica Shelton to try to get past her for second place. And Phil Parker looking pretty strong going through turns 1 and 2. And he is back up front of Matthews, and Matthews fights back on the outside and pulls back out in front of the 5 car. So Phil Parker fights back again on the inside lane there, turning himself back on the lead lap. And maybe catch a caution flag. Jessica Shelton in second position right now. Third is Keith Batson. Fourth is Dylan Young, and Dylan Poteet runs in 5th position in that number 22 Maxwell House Pontiac. Cat Batson up on the high side in that number 10 Tide Ford. Good look right there of Alex Miller, the number 33 Skull Bandit Chevrolet. He runs right now in 8th position. Up ahead of him is Daniel Boyles in 7th in the Quaker State Ford. Quentin Moore's already dropped back to 11th position as he's running right there behind Mitchell Hodak in the number 41 car. Hodak has moved his way through the field very nicely with it. In fact, he's a team car, quasi-team car to Colin Cropley. And that number 41 Mikey car running very strong here in the early going here at Rockingham Raceway. Or to use the term correctly, North Carolina Motor Speedway is what the name of the track is actually. But Hodak in the Meineke Chevrolet number 41 running strong right now. He's in 10th position. 11th is Quentin Moore. 12th. But anyway, 12th position right now, well, was that 90 car with Wyatt Quayle, but that's actually now Cole Deaver, who has that 12th position right now in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, trying to take 11th away now from the 4 of Eric Monaco, and he takes that away from him, so move Deaver up to 11th, Moore up to 10th, and Hodak up to 9th. Right now in the running order. Eric Monaco and Nathan Hudson both up on the high side there. Wyatt Quayle goes by, as is the 40 car of Michael Turner in the Kendall Motor Oil Pontiac number 40. Running in 13th position right now. I'm going to make that 12th position, I should say, right now in that machine. 40 car, one of the 2 cars out of the Sabco Motorsports stable. That's the Felix Sabato machine. Alex Hawkins, they're following behind Seth Cole in the number 6 car and Zachary Fitzwater in the 30 car. Battle of the Motor Oil Company. Seth Cole for Valvoline, Zachary Fitzwater for Pennzoil. In fact, you got 4 motor oil companies represented in this season right there. Valvoline, Pennzoil, Kendall, and Quaker State. All being represented in this series right there. Nathan Hudson, the STP Pontiac, running right now in 17th position in the STP machine. Zach Winkle 18th, 19th is Ali Yara, and 20th is Colin Cropley, as he will be scored 20th this time by. There it is. 21st is Reggie Fogelman. 22nd is Eric Monaco. 23rd is Laura Chung. 24th is Eric Sadler. 25th, Paul Minnick. Caleb Fogler in the Jeff Gordon cars has dropped to 26th position. 27th right now is Bryce Egan. You used to see that 42 car up front back when it was Kyle Matthews driving it. He will be back in the 42 next season, though, however, Matthews will. So, with the Coors Light colors. Emmanuel Hartnett running in 28th position right now. 29th is Ryan Brommer. 30th is Destin Bowen. 31st, JT Bryant. 32nd is Carson Gum. 33rd, Joshua Sakuli. Nathan Orman dropping back now. He's in 34th position. He's 34th position right now. Joshua Osborne on the track of the number 8 Ray Bestis machine. Osborne running 34th right now. He is, I think, still in the... Yeah, I'll be darned, he's still in the lead lap. Actually, I really don't see how, truthfully, with that front end pretty much gone off of that number 8 Ray Bestis Ford, but Osborne nonetheless running good enough to overcome what aerodynamic disadvantage he's got in this case right there. But either that or Nathan Orman may have some sort of a problem at that Interstate Battery Chevrolet, and I don't know why. That Joe Gibbs machine running a little bit on the sour side right now. He's 35th at the moment right now. Orman is, and I say not really pleased at this moment right now. But long season, they'll get it figured out. But one guy who's got this track figured out, and I don't have to explain how many times he's won here at Rockingham in this series. But it doesn't matter what car he runs, Kyle Matthews always, and I repeat, always shines on this track as if he knows something nobody else does on this track, and he has pulled out to a substantial lead over Jessica Shelton. That's not Shelton's car. That's Phil Parker. He's second car in line. A lap down in 36th position. There is Jessica Shelton, the number 11 Budweiser Ford. She's in second place. Keith Batson third. Dylan Young stays fourth, and Dylan Poteet remains in fifth position. She jump on board with Jessica Shelton. Let's go for a ride with her around this track. Trying to get by Phil Parker again. Parker is not on the lead lap there. Shelton running the green 4 right now. 137 miles an hour, 140 come up turn number 4. Brings up to 165 miles an hour to turn number 1. Down about 128 miles an hour to the middle of the corner here. Her best, Shelton goes up just under 151 miles an hour. Right down that white line and drifts up the track right there through 3 and 4. 140 miles an hour, 141 come up turn number 4. As a lap around Rockingham, Jessica's last lap, 144.677 miles an hour. .24 laps in the books right now. Daniel Voiles right now running 6th position right now. In the quicker state Ford, there's Alex Miller, 7th place is where he's running. Cat Batson's in 8th place. Battle for 9th between Cole Deaver and Quentin Moore. Moore in the Citgo Ford. Cole Deaver, I don't have to tell you which car he's in. The Dale Earnhardt colors in a GM Goodrich Chevrolet. As long as the series, of course, is running there, Deaver will always have that black number 3 on his side. Deaver, a former series champion in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, and also a former Daytona 500 winner. He won the 500 in season 35. As Cole Deaver did not have a good Daytona 500. I don't think he did. Deaver had a decent Daytona 500, I should say. Had an okay Daytona 500. Looking to do a lot better here at Rockingham there. And following behind him is a Daytona 500 winner, Quentin Moore. Running right now in 10th position. Deaver's in 9th. Running 11th and 12th right now. That's Mitchell Hodak in 11th spot. And actually was 11th. Zachary Fitzwater's going to take 11th away from Hodak. And he's going to have Seth Cole pushing him in a 6th car. The Valvoline for the Martin colors. Seth Cole lately has been driving number 6 in the NNSCRA online series with the Tacky's sponsorship, the Tacky's Chip sponsorship. Seth running in 12th position right now. 13th is Nathan Hudson in the STP Pontiac. Hodak drops to 14th. He has dropped back and see if that car's still running or not, whether if he's going to come to pit road or not. He's going to stay on the track right there. Dylan Young, apparently something he had his car went loose or something. What happened? He's dropped to 6th position right now. Keith Batson was down low on the track as well too, about a lap or so ago. Dylan Young appears to be okay. He's running in 6th position right now. Dylan Poteet's gotten by him. Alex Miller's gotten by him. And so has Daniel Voiles has gotten by him. Voiles up to 3rd place. Now in the quicker state colors. Falling behind Shelton in 2nd place. Miller's up to 3rd. Poteet up to 4th. And Young has dropped to 5th position now as he's gotten past... Poteet, Young is in 6th position right now. Zachary Fitzwater trying to fight his way through the top 10 right now. He was running 7th, and now he's dropped back a couple spots now. Down back to the 9th position. Cars are getting a little bit tired here in the late portion of this event. Michael Turner, he's dropped back. He's now dropped a lap down on the number 40 car. Michael Turner was running in the top 20 when we last talked about him. And Daniel Voiles up in the back of Jessica Shelton now. That's for second place. Shelton in the red car, Voiles in the green car. Inside with Jess as they come off turn number 4. That's the 40 car of Michael Turner as Shelton tries to get by him. And you're seeing, and the leader is nowhere to be found there. You see Phil Parker ahead again. Parker is a lap down in the 34th position. And there is your leader all alone. Kyle Matthews has got 3 laps remaining here. And I tell you, the Rockingham Masters, we've been calling him. I mentioned everybody else is praying he doesn't bring the setup back for the AC Delco 400, which is the third to the last race of the season. Especially considering also, too, if Matthews is one of the drivers that contending for the championship by then. 2 laps to go for the number 25 Kodiak Chevrolet, one of the driving the Ken Schrader cars. Matthews has said, of course, Ken Schrader is one of his all-time favorite drivers as well too, along also with Kyle Petty, Terry Labonte, and Jeff Gordon. And Matthews has driven a Kyle Petty car, he's driven a Ken Schrader car, and he's driven a Jeff Gordon car in this series before. Matthews sees the white flag. He has 1 lap remaining. He won his very first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series event here at Rockingham. Before that season went on to win at Watkins Glen on a road course, and Matthews is not known for being a road ringer himself. Trying to get by Carson Gum in the 19 car, but Matthews trying to keep himself out of trouble, which he will. And he's keeping it. He gets Carson Gum loose off turn number 4. Not going to matter at all. Kyle Matthews wins the GM Goodrich Service 400 at Rockingham Raceway, as Matthews collects yet another Rockingham win in the number 25 car from the pole to the podium and led every lap in this race. Average speed 127.787 miles an hour. A good old-fashioned woodshed whipping from by the man from Southern Ohio. You're kicking you-know-what and taking names here. Daniel Voiles comes home in second position. Third place will go to Alex Miller. Jessica Shelton finishes in 4th. Dylan Poteet 5th. 6th will go to Dylan Young. 7th goes to Keith Batson. 8th place to Zachary Fitzwater. 9th to Kat Batson. And Quentin Moore will finish in 10th. So 1 caution period has slowed this race down, slowed the pace of this race down by way 2. But it didn't slow Kyle Matthews at all here today, as he led every lap, started from the pole, led every lap, collects max points for this event, obviously, like Quentin Moore did. He collected max points in the Daytona 500 because he led every lap in that race too. Give you the rest of the finishing order here. Seth Cole comes home in 11th position. 12th goes to Eric Monaco. 13th goes to Nathan Hudson. Caleb Vogler, solid 14th place run here today. Wyatt Quayle, 15th, a good run for that 90 team. 16th goes to Alex Hawkins. 17th goes to Zach Winkle. Mitchell Hodak, 18th in the field. 19th goes to Laura Chung. And 20th goes to Paul Minnick. Then JT Bryant, 21st. Colin Cropley, 22nd. I'm sure he's not going to be happy with that run at all. Destin Bowen, 23rd, with that unsponsored number 12. Then Emmanuel Hartnett, Reggie Fogelman, Bryce Egan, Joshua Sakuli, Brian Brommer, and Ali Liara rounds out the cars that finished on the lead lap. 29 cars finished on the lead lap in this race here. Rounding out the top 30 is Carson Gum. Kyle Matthews put him a lap down right at the very last second in this race here. 31st on down, excuse me on that one right here. Eric Sadler, 31st. Joshua Osborne, 32nd. Nathan Ormond had a problem late in the going. He apparently retired out of the race there on the last lap, I think. He finishes 33rd. Phil Parker, 34th. Michael Turner, 35th. Other cars out of the race here: Cole Deaver, Trent Dunham, and Matt McIntyre. The 3 cars that finished out of the race here. Deaver with a piston failure. and both Trent Dunham and Matt McIntyre both retired because of with that crash that happened coming off turn number 4 on lap number 3. So that's the story from Rockingham Raceway and Rockingham from North Carolina Motor Speedway in Rockingham, North Carolina. And congratulations once again to the Rockingham Master, Kyle Matthews. Wins here today, averaging 127.787. And if you'd like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got interactions, we got gaming videos, we got our online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, the main series on his channel, and also his Duracell Ultra Light Series, his Xfinity Series also on his channel as well too. And if you want in on future seasons of this, both the Duracell Ultra Light Series or the Duracell Cup Series, be sure to get with Seth and he will get you going on that. And also, check out our other channels that are everybody else in the NNSCRA community does there, including the Coasters channel. They're a channel from Dylan Young and our race winner today, Kyle Matthews. If you are a roller coaster / amusement park enthusiast, then We the Coasters is the channel for you. And of course, as we mentioned, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And as I said, you will not regret doing so. So that will do it here today at Rockingham, North Carolina, North Carolina Motor Speedway. And for now, this is James Qualls. It's been a production of the NNSCRA this is a production of the NNSCRA offline and online racing at its best. We will see you at Richmond, Virginia for the Mobile One 400.
Frank, did you have any engine problems?